So I'm about to head on over to Reynolds Advanced Materials. They make all kinds of awesome products for people who work in special effects, props, and casting. So they're gonna help me select the right kind of compound for the cardboard quad, and we're gonna get some resin. I'll see you over there. So what I want to do here is I want to make a kind of like a drone frame out of cardboard, and what we have planned is we kind of want to like dip this in resin and get it to be as strong as possible. So since we want to fill in the honeycomb structure, is looking for something that's like really runny and can like flow nicely, but also has like a decently long work time and would harden like pretty strong. So do you have something like that?
Well, the resin right now we usually use for stiffening paper and cardboard is an epoxy resin. It's called XTC. That's what was used on this piece. You know, it's kind of, I would say it's kind of syrupy, so it will flow, but it's also brushable, so it's not as thin as some of the castable ones. The pot life kind of depends on how thick it is. So if I pour a big thick cup of it, it's gonna set off really fast. If I pour it into a tray, it'll be really nice and thin, and then I can work with it for a while. Takes about 2 hours to harden.
So would you say this is pretty high strength? Because these things are gonna be like crashing a bunch. And I don't know, we wanna make it as strong as possible.
If you want something more impact resistant, you might look at the Epsilon Pro. That is one that has a little more flex to it. Now I will say that people have been playing with this and bending it, so it has cracked in some places.
Normally these are made out of carbon fiber.
So then we also have another epoxy that's used for fiberglass, but that's very rigid. And the more rigid something is, the more easily it cracks. If I'm impregnating it into fiberglass, that gives it some flex. But just as a coating, it would probably be pretty rigid on its own, so it would crack more easily, but it's a cousin of that type of product.
How much do you think I would need to
very small amount.
Really?
Very small.
And would you say like brush it on maybe? Or we were thinking of getting like a tray and just kind of dipping the whole thing?
I would brush it probably. I mean, you can try dipping it if you want to, but I mean these coating materials are kind of designed to be brushed.
Okay. Cool. This is the smallest one, so this would be $23. Okay. And does this dry clear?
Yeah, it's kind of an amber clear.
Okay.
I mean, this is just one layer. They added color to this, but it has a very slight yellow to it. All epoxies do.
Right. Okay. So does viscous mean it's thick, or does viscous mean it's thin?
It's thick.
This confuses me.
So I mean, it's thick enough to be brushable, but it's still going to have some flow.
Good. Cool. All right, I think I'm gonna go with one of these. Yeah, and I could put like tints and stuff in here, right?
Any of these colors will work in the epoxies. Also, any of these guys will work in the epoxies.
Ooh, oh my god. That's such a nice green. This is kind of hard to resist. Yeah, which one is this one?
That's the Ignite green.
Ignite green. So this is $15 for one of these. And this is probably, how much of, what's kind of the ratio?
You'd probably use just a couple of drops.
A couple of drops?
Something like that. Like each of these was like a drop or two, just these little pieces.
Got it. Because I want it to be like relatively translucent.
Okay.
So you could see that it's like made out of cardboard, even though it's been dipped, you know what I mean?
So if you would just use a small amount of the tint and it should still be translucent.
Great. Well then I'll get one of these too. Fluorescent green. This looks really awesome. All right. The word pot life, what does that refer to exactly?
That means that when my part A touches my part B, that is how long I have to mix it up and apply it basically until it gets to the point where it's too thick to work with anymore.
Got it. Okay, so basically then I'd have 22 minutes to get this all on here, including the time it takes to mix it and everything.
Exactly.
Okay, that should be enough, I think.
I think so.
Okay. And this is probably gonna get hot when I mix it up, huh?
It will, yeah, and that's the other thing is it's mass sensitive. So the more I mix up, the more it's going to generate heat. What I usually do is I'll take some aluminum foil and I'll just fold up the edges to make a little tray, and then pour it into that, and that way I can keep it nice and thin and have a little more time. If I leave it in the cup, it'll start to smoke.
Smoke even?
Yeah, I've seen it do that.
Whoa, that's intense.
And if you check out the Smooth On website, it's on the box. There's videos of people using this product and all our other products.
Oh, cool. Thanks so much. I certainly learned a lot today.
Glad to help.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Have a good rest of your day.
Where's the putty stuff at?
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
Ah, fuck you!
Wow, that sure was an awesome store with extremely friendly and knowledgeable staff. I learned a lot about resins today, and I hope you did as well. Thanks for tuning in today on this episode of the Wholesome FPV Cardboard Quad Build Series. Make sure to tune in next time where we're going to show you how we measured, mixed, and applied the resin to our cardboard quad frame. Resin is a super enjoyable material to work with. We had a whole lot of fun with it, and we hope this inspires you to take the plunge and try some projects out with resin yourself. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks.